giving fight every word, sowing seeds, they take their turns, killing all the things we love. Memories of good men, sold for a profit and a cheap pen, devoured by wolves in sheepskin as history's rewritten. We're born, we live, we die, all for legacy. We're born, we live, we die, all for legacy. False idols and crowns of thorns, white lies like wildflowers, worshipped like gods. But I'm not sure they know who they're bowing for. We're born, we live, we die, all for legacy. We're born, we live, we die, all for legacy. How can we right the wrongs? How can
You're
we
either
right
with me
the wrongs?
or against me.
How can we right the wrongs? 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 We're born, we live, we die, all for legacy. We're born, we live, we die, all for legacy. Who right the wrongs? Who?
You step into my world, and in my world, you lose.
All right, folks, welcome back to the SleeperHold Society podcast, the place where we break down the madness, the chaos, and the straight-up insanity of the WWE Universe. And speaking of madness, WrestleMania Hollywood is upon us, and we've got one hell of a fight on our hands. Tonight we're talking about a six-man tag match that's as much about revenge as it is about legacy. We've got Sheamus 9, Apollo Crews, and the one and only Macho Man Randy Savage going to war with Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and Kit Wilson. This thing has been brewing since WrestleMania X7, and now it all comes to a head in Hollywood. To break this down, I've got three absolute legends with me. First up, the man who practically is Hollywood, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. What's up, man?
Joe, it's always good to be here. You know, WrestleMania, the bloodline, a little bit of chaos in the air. It's like Thanksgiving dinner at my family's house. I love it.
Up next, the man who somehow finds a way to insert himself into every major WWE conversation, Logan Paul. How's it going?
Oh, you know, just watching people fight for legacies while I build mine. And let's be real, none of these guys are making content as viral as mine.
And finally, the legend, the dead man, the guy who probably has the best insight on mind games in the business, The Undertaker. Taker, how you feeling?
Joe, let me tell you something. This match is all about power and manipulation. I've seen dominant factions rise. I've seen them crumble. And right now, the bloodline is walking on thin ice.
Couldn't have said it better myself. But before we go all in, let's set the stage. Rock, you want to give us the full breakdown?
Oh, you already know The Rock is about to lay this one down real nice. Because what we have here, Joe, is not just a match. It's a battle of two things: power and chaos. So let's rewind the tape back to WrestleMania X7, the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso went into battle against Sheamus 9, Apollo Crews, and MVP. And what happened? The Bloodline lost. Not just lost, they got embarrassed. Sheamus kicked their heads off. Apollo hit a moonsault so clean you'd think it was CGI. And MVP, the man who's been disrespected for years, he got the final laugh. And after that, the Bloodline started falling apart. Jimmy Uso, gone. Solo Sikoa, doubting everything. Roman, that dude has been pacing around his mansion, seething ever since. But here's the twist. Apollo and Sheamus, they weren't satisfied. Oh no, they wanted more. They wanted to finish the job. Enter Macho Man, Randy Savage. Now, let me tell you something, Joe. Macho Man don't give a damn about your family, your legacy, your history. This dude just wants to fight. He saw an opportunity. He saw Roman stumbling, and he said, ooh, yeah, let's bring the madness. And you know what? He's right, because Roman is in danger, Joe. He's not just fighting opponents. He's fighting his own reflection. He's looking in the mirror and realizing the Bloodline ain't untouchable anymore. So what does he do? He reboots. He brings in someone new, Kid Wilson. Now, let me tell you, if you're thinking, wait, Pretty Deadly Kid Wilson, what the hell is he doing here? You're right. Because that's the curveball. Roman's done with enforcers. He's done with loyal foot soldiers. He needed a manipulator, a snake, a guy who can get in your head before you even throw a punch. And Kit, he's already proven he can do that. So now it's set Roman, Solo, and Kit versus Sheamus, Apollo, and the Madness himself. And the question is simple. Does Roman take his throne back, or does the Bloodline die forever at WrestleMania Hollywood?
Jesus, Rock, you make everything sound like a damn movie trailer. Logan, what's your take?
First off, let's be real. Kit Wilson being in this match is like if I put my little brother in a boxing match with Tyson Fury. But also, that's why I think Roman's a genius. He knows brute force isn't enough anymore. He needs unpredictability. And Kit, that dude is sneaky as hell.
Let's talk about Solo Sikoa. You've been part of dominant factions. You know what happens when a group starts falling apart. Is Solo the next guy to break away?
Absolutely. Look, Solo has always been different from the rest of the Bloodline. He's the enforcer. But he's got this old school Samoan street fighter vibe. He fights because that's all he knows. And now he's stuck between a leader who's desperate and a wild card in Kid Wilson. If I were a betting man, I'd say Solo Sikoa walks into WrestleMania part of the Bloodline, but he walks out on his own.
Damn, I like that. All right, let's do some predictions. Who wins?
If the Bloodline loses, that's it. Roman Reigns is done. There's no coming back from 2 straight WrestleMania losses. So if Roman has even an ounce of that tribal chief magic left, he's winning this one.
I'm going with the other side. Sheamus 9, Apollo, and Macho Man have too much momentum. And with Solo being unpredictable, I see a betrayal coming. The Bloodline is done.
You know, it's funny. I've seen great empires fall not from battle, but from within. If Solo walks away, Roman's alone, and Kit Wilson, he ain't saving anybody. The madness wins in Hollywood.
Boys, we got a tail of the tape in front of us, and this thing is loaded with stats. So let's not waste time. Rock, you're a WrestleMania legend. Who's got the edge here?
Finally, The Rock has come back to the SleeperHold Society podcast. And let The Rock tell you something, Joe. If you just looked at the numbers, this match should be a one-sided beatdown. Look at this. WrestleMania experience, Roman's team has 130 combined appearances. The other team, just 85. Main events, Roman's team has 25. The other side, just 3. Total championships, again, Roman, Solo, and Kit outnumber them. Total days as champion, 2061 versus 914. That's more than double. If we're talking pure stats, the Bloodline and Kit Wilson should be walking into Hollywood with the confidence of The Rock walking into a movie premiere. But, and this is a big but, stats are like a Hollywood blockbuster trailer. They look great, they sound great, but when you actually sit down and watch the movie, it might be absolute dog crap. Because what these numbers don't show is heart, they don't show chemistry, and they damn sure don't show the absolute chaos that a madman like Macho Man Randy Savage can bring into this fight. Macho Man is the biggest X factor in this entire thing. You cannot prepare for him. You cannot strategize against him. He will drop an elbow off the top rope onto your head, onto your family's head, and onto your tax returns if you let him. And then there's Solo Sikoa. Everybody is talking about where his loyalty stands. Is he really back in Roman? Is he playing his own game? Because let The Rock tell you something. If Solo Sikoa isn't locked in, the bloodline could crumble faster than a Logan Paul crypto deal.
So, prediction time. If Solo sticks with Roman, this is their fight to lose. But if Solo walks, if he finally turns on Roman, the madness takes over. Logan, you're sitting there smirking. What's your take?
Dude, first off, props to The Rock for somehow tying this to my business ventures. That was sick. But look, he's got a point. Stats don't mean everything. I know that firsthand. When I faced Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel, everyone said I had zero chance. I damn near walked out of there with the title. When I fought Rey Mysterio, people said I couldn't beat a Hall of Famer. Oops, looks like I got the US Championship anyway. And let's talk about Kit Wilson. He's the wild card here. We all know Roman is dominant. We know Solo is a killer. But Kit, that dude is sneaky as hell. If anyone's going to pull some shady tricks to help his team, it's him. If I had to bet on this, I'd say the bloodline gets the win. But it's not going to be clean.
You've been in more wars than anyone at this table. Who are you backing?
Look, I fought them all. I fought guys who had all the hype, all the stats, all the championship gold. And let me tell you something. Numbers don't mean a damn thing when the lights are on and the bell rings. Macho Man, that dude's a lunatic. Sheamus and Apollo are hungry. And when you got three guys fighting like they have everything to prove, that's dangerous. But here's the key factor, Roman Reigns. I've been in the ring with him. He's at his peak. He's been the guy for nearly a decade now. If he comes in focused, if Solo doesn't crack, then yeah, the bloodline takes this. But if Solo hesitates, if Macho Man gets inside his head, that's when we get chaos. And chaos changes everything.
All right, let's set the scene. WrestleMania, Hollywood, the pyro's blasting, the crowd is insane. The bloodline, Roman, Solo, and Kit Wilson walking down the ramp. The tribal chief in full control. The undisputed #1 contender. But then the madness arrives. Sheamus A9, Apollo Crews, and a legend reborn in Macho Man Randy Savage. This is more than a match. This is a battle for pride, a war for dominance, a WrestleMania moment waiting to happen. Rock, give me the final word. What's the headline coming out of this match?
It's simple, Joe. Either the bloodline reclaims their throne or WrestleMania Hollywood goes mad.
And that's what makes this must-see. That's a wrap, folks. This has been the SleeperHold Society podcast. WrestleMania Hollywood is coming, and you do not want to miss this one.
The personification of intensity, Macho Man Randy Savage.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match. And at a combined weight of 508 pounds, the team of the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, and
In WWE history, the Bloodline.
and at a combined weight of 550
Snacking sports entertainment is served. I happen to think this snack is a little bit stale. Bounced off the skull. And you don't just do something like that to win a match. You do that to inflict punishment. Whoa, drop kick all over the outside. The dominant streak of Reigns getting a bit challenged. Boom, off the boot. For the record, Saxton, the tag. victory here tonight. This win is huge. I'm sure they'll be posting about this on social media all week long.